Welcome back to December 9th for the 20th time. I finally figured out how torture works. So I feel like my Aunt Jacqueline from stood in a huge line yesterday, but she couldn't get a copy. She asked me to tell the whole story of the phone. I read. No, that's not a legitimate excuse. I'm sorry. All right. So, yeah, I've loaded back a couple times because the torture didn't go well, and I figured out how. I don't understand why everyone's so crazy about chicken wings. They're all bone. Okay, no chicken wings. Got it. Yeah, he died multiple times, but I finally figured out what's at what places and stuff. So we can do it this time. My mom gave me cherry compote this morning. I choked so bad I can't look at cherries right now. Okay, so no cherry pie. Last night I had a dream about my father. He was died a few years ago, so in my dream he was in the kitchen. Where was I? He was in the kitchen preparing a specialty tomato soup. I haven't eaten that soup since my father died, okay? Not picky. I have a weak immune system, so my doctor told me to eat a lot of potatoes with the skin on. So, of course, maybe they're better when they're baked. Okay, so baked potatoes. Got it. I love French fries. Okay, Guzman doesn't like me anyways. Not picky. Grandma has a cow, so not milk. Not picky, not picky, not picky, not picky, not picky. Okay. So we'll just go with some good old-fashioned water. Not cherry pie. Is there? Let's go with donuts. And we'll go with French onion. Alright. Alright, this should be the last time that we have to do this. Okay, let's torture him. Nope, nope, yes. Dead house. I've already read your thing. You don't like medical tools. Can I just use them over and over again? Yeah, okay. We'll just stitch you with that, Okay. Enough, I'll tell you everything. Good. Okay. Okay. So did we get info on who the next person is? Maybe. Maybe the truth serum did work the first time I used it.
Code I.
Theft. Unknown person stole a computer which was storing sensitive patient information. Oops. Get back out there, Doom. Intelligence. Okay. Oh, McGuire has full intelligence. McGuire, get out there. Mr. Nash, things are going great. The theater, here's your share. Thank you. I love that.
534
All right,
in progress.
proud of you. 2 months ago, I had a terrible nightmare. I was a little mouse, and I was being chased by a black eagle with blazing eyes. He caught up with me and tore me to pieces, and I swear that when I woke up, I was all scratched. I don't know how to explain it. My cat, Nostradamus, would never do anything like that. Anyways, I felt really awful and asked Sheriff Wells to grant me an extended leave. He promised I could return any time, and well, here I am. I got to pay the mortgage somehow. Oh, I've got to pay the mortgage somehow. That Sheriff Wells had a heart of gold. Nobody could ever replace him. But I did. Alright. The young son of a hairdresser couldn't sit still and was preventing his mother from working. At first, she yelled at him for a long time, but when this didn't work, the woman grabbed the hot curling iron and burned the boy's hands. Alright. Birch the third, you get out there with Woolbag.
553 in progress.
Vulva. Is that like Mulva? Get it, Seinfeld? Huh. Anyways, Vulva drugstore. A girl with a shotgun is demanding that the pharmacist sell her medicine without prescription. Alright, Hodges. Age before beauty. Get out there. The boy with the burned palm is sitting on the corner crying. His mother is quietly curling the hair of an elderly client. Give the boy first aid. Cop approaches the boy and his mother stands in the way, bringing the tongs to the cop's face. Where do you think you're going? I'll deal with the little myself. Let him cry. He might learn something. Strike the woman with the baton, please.
534.
Cops and the woman with the baton strike. The boy will be taken by social services. Alright. Get some strength.
562 in progress.
Ooh, drug trafficking. An anonymous report came in that there's a white minibus with no license plate smuggling heroin through town. Alright, Fletcher, you take Brady, you take Jacob, and Light. He's the light of my world, get it? Alright. I've heard that you've been working hard at your job, and it can be hardly considered real police work. The lunch menu's a mess, right? You can never please everyone. I understand the difficulties well. I myself work in the service sector, but more than that, I can help you. My cafe will take care of everything regarding preparation of food delivery and for all your subordinates, but I need you to write a check. You can forget about all the people leaving food on plates and sound appetizing. Can I please... I didn't have enough money. Can I please get that offer back, please?
512 in progress.
Woman called in angry that some drivers are rushing around outside her house. Birch the third. Dimmers. Take Dimmers with you, Birch.
$565 in
Drug
progress.
use. St. Faustina's boarding school. An elderly woman claims that her grandson is skipping class and going to an abandoned boarding house where he smokes marijuana. There's no getting through to him. Maybe once he's behind bars, someone will at last be able to talk some sense into him. Alright, Nikip, you take Horse Moon. Girl with a scarf covering her face is aiming a sawed-off shotgun at a pharmacist while simultaneously holding out some money for him. Here, take it. I don't have a prescription, but here's the money. Alright, just sneak up behind the girl and knock her out.
553.
Hot managed to sneak up behind the girl and neutralize her. It turns out that she needed the medicine for a 1-year-old son who was very ill. The girl couldn't get a prescription for medication because only doctor in the city who could write it one for her got drunk and walked into the forest. Okay. Strength. Almost got on. Full. Yeah.
526 in progress.
Jameson Hill, a young man, mowed the lawn outside Mr. Barlow's house, but the owner decided that the guy did a poor job and refused to pay. Then the guy switched the lawnmower and started chasing Mr. Barlow around the lawn. Alright, Guzman, you take Brady, and, Bullbag. Alright. You don't take those people. Patrol car caught up with a white minibus without a license plate. Turn on the siren, Fletcher. Driver minibus heard the siren, tried to force the patrol car off the road. In the end, both vehicles lost control and wound up in a ditch. A man with a revolver jumped out of the cab and opened fire on the police. Shooting. Shoot!
562.
Cops shot the criminal, but he himself took a bullet in the shoulder. A large shipment of heroin was found in the minibus. Good job, Jacob. Sorry that you had to get injured. Full intelligence. I should have given you shooting, because that would have made sense.
534 in progress.
Alright. Reckless driving. Some children are playing Imagine those race car drivers. They've already been called home for dinner. Alright. Hodges, you take Brady. Get out there. Child abuse. Age. You go out there by yourself. Injury. No, I don't want you to kill Jacob. Thank you very much. Drug use. Boy was really a truant, but he was only smoking ordinary cigarettes. Neither of which is actually a crime. Okay. Rosalind Whiteside. Mr. Nash, a pipe broke into our animal shelter, Eichthenier, and now the whole room is flooded. We've taken most of the animals home with us, but we just don't have room for the big dogs. Please, could you shelter them a day in the cells of your station, the empty ones, of course, while we figure out how to deal with the flood? Please don't refuse, or I'm afraid these animals will literally freeze in the street, and we can offer antibiotics for your kindness. We keep them on hand in case someone gets bitten. Of course, I can help dogs. Fat, elderly cleaning lady is dragging a 10-year-old boy around by the hair. He is pinned up against the wall. The boy is crying while the other customers look on, afraid to interfere. Next to them on the floor is a skateboard and a can of peaches. The boy's shopping. Boy's shopping? Okay. Restrain the cleaner, please. Good job, Age.
Complete.
Pulled the raving cleaner off the boy and arrested her. The boy's broken nose and his torn hair, but he'll be fine. Found some peaches. Alright. The guy pushing a roaring lawnmower is chasing after short-legged Mr. Barlow. Alright, pursue the mower. Cop
526.
caught up with the guy and made him shut off the lawnmower. Mr. Barlow is safe. Alright, full intelligence. Good job, Hodges. Alright. We're getting plenty of things done. Beaver's Strip Club. I don't think you'll have to be surprised to learn that Judge Hammond Trent is a corrupt ham. I work as his clerk and I know what I'm talking about. He's the only judge in the city and absolute power has absolutely corrupted him. For the right price, he'll let off any criminal no matter what he did. Recently, Judge Trent released a serial rapist, even though the evidence was ironclad. I know this for sure because all the cases go across my desk. This rapist victims were there for the verdict, and they couldn't believe their ears. They cried and cried until Trent ordered them removed from the hall. That was when I realized that this couldn't go on any longer. Let's do some real justice, Mr. Nash. We can't do anything to Judge Trent. He's got his uncle in the high court, you know. But we can take revenge on the serial rapist. I know that he likes to hang out at the strip club, but it'll be easy to frighten him off. Send him one of your sneakier cops here so you can sneak up on the and don't forget the pepper spray. That's not enough to just beat up the rapist up. That's not a swear word. I want him to cry like the victims. So you'll help me restore justice. I'll teach cops everything I know. Smart guys in the service. Okay. Don't have pepper spray. Is that pepper spray? That's pepper spray, but you don't want stealth. Don't want stealth. Alright. We'll come back to that tomorrow. Alright, come on. Investigation. Alright, well, first, actually, I'm gonna maybe sell to you. What can I sell? We will sell a heroin. So now we have plenty of money if that group of people are willing to do that thing again tomorrow, because I'm really sad that we missed out on that. What? Oh, yeah, okay. So I believe that's missing her sleeves. Those piece of brick. Find some sort of broken window. Yes. The owner of the funeral home, he stole the diesel generator from the morgue because he was mad at their lazy staff for letting the corpse lie around too long and get stale, which slowed down his funeral business. He decided to teach the staff another lesson by leaving them a pile of in place of their generator. Yes. Alright, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to send Hodges to this. Oh. Another hard day. Anthony Pratt usually goes to the bar to relax after a hard day. Alright, we'll send Hodges and Demers. Actually, we'll send Age and Demers. Spends a lot of time at work trying to keep his family business aloft. I don't think he's there. Nope. I want... Before I forget, let's get this alcoholism treatment. Alright, Goodwin, you drive Percy. Fix him. Interrogated some of the witnesses and prepared a preliminary report for the rise of the purloined data. That was some great work. Alright. Office door. The lock is undamaged. In the morning after the robbery, the door was found open. The offender had used a key or opened it from the other side. Window. The office window is ajar, but the bars and glass are intact. On the floor lies a broken pot of flowers knocked over from the window sill. Okay, so they went through the window. Clay Bloom, hospital patient. That night, as usual, I couldn't sleep with all the pain. The painkillers they give out here are worthless, so I saw a convertible pull up at the hospital's rear entrance. I knew visiting hours had ended a long time ago, so I was wondering what was going on. It was dark, so I couldn't see who was behind the wheel. The convertible parked around the corner, idled there for a few minutes, and left. I figured some hospital employees forgot something important at work and came back to pick it up. But it's strange to see a Sharpwood doctor driving a machine like that. The next day, I even asked the head doctor which one of them had the nice car, burning up the bad roads around Sharpwood, but he must have thought I was joking and just laughed it off. Okay. Marjorie Willis. The problem started as soon as the computer thing appeared in the hospital. Some of the patients got nervous that their files were being stored inside some kind of crazy machine. Others got too curious. I recently had to chase off a little man who whisked his way into the office and sat down at the computer. He was almost the size of a child, so I took him by the ear and let him out. Longo, the guy who works the computer, I never liked him. He's always so glum. Sits like an owl watching the screen while I wash the floor. He doesn't even pick up his legs. I brought a pot of flowers to him to spruce things up, and he grunted and told me that he wasn't going to water them. One more job for me, and today when I got here, the door was wide open. The pot was lying on the floor below the seal and all scattered. I started cleaning up the windowsill, and then I saw footprints. It wasn't enough to spill the flowers. He had to trample all over them, too. He's gone completely crazy from that computer. Bob Halvari, chief physician. This year, I came back from the conference in Freiburg with a goal of modernizing the work we do at the hospital. I wanted to get paperwork down to the minimum and start using personal computer, but the doctors didn't want to learn how to work a computer and threatened to quit if I made them. So I had to hire a young assistant, Longo Gardemeister, who would transfer all the information from the patient's cards into the computer. I set up an office room in the first floor in our secure wing with bars on the windows. Because that computer was worth a fortune, me and Longo had the only two keys. I don't even know what to think since the office door wasn't broken. Longo's a funny old loner, though sometimes he said he'd only one day have more women than Shah's harem. He was joking, probably. In short, I wasn't surprised that he treated the computer like a living creature. For example, kept the window open even in the winter, saying the draft is food for the technology. It seems that Longo got so attached to the computer that he decided to take it home with him. So he'd have it all for himself, and who else could steal except Longo, unless Houdini picked the lock on the door and wiggled through the bars on the window. Okay, so it sounds like it's Longo. But I'm not sure. Alright. Let's get Percy cured, please. Thanks very much. Nash, you can still smell that horrible vinegar. Maybe a bourbon would wash it away. Is Percy one of the ones that you can't cure? Rest Anthony Pratt. Good work. We got our second full tomorrow. Awesome. Okay. Mac McGuire. Is that loyalty? I don't know. I don't know. End of day. 20 criminals arrested, 1 killed. 1 cop injured, that's fair. What? What? Okay. Baby. Okay. I'm just... This is gonna be like he won by 1 point. There's nothing left to buy. He won by... Yeah, it's meant to happen. This is so stupid. I hate this game right now. Oh my goodness. That's so stupid.
What? I forgot to give you your parking pass?
I have my pass.
Didn't Jesus tell you not to drink?
That's right. I don't drink. I already went through that ordeal, but you... no. Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, I'm not ashamed. You can be sure of that.
You know, it's hard to handle some things alone. And sometimes help comes from somewhere you wouldn't expect.
You can say that again.
When I needed help, it was an old man named Tarek Palm, former pastor. They say he was kicked out of the church because he went crazy. I don't know the whole story. Maybe he lost his mind, but he sure didn't lose his instincts. He immediately saw the two things that were ruining my life: lies and stubbornness. So he locked me in the basement.
Lost his mind? Must have been a smart guy.
He locked me up in the basement with the Bible, the Koran, and the Torah. And he told me that he didn't care what I was going to believe, but every righteous man, whatever he believed, had to go through these 3 steps. And the first step is when you choose principles over honesty. And the second step is when you choose honesty over principles. And the third is when you don't need to choose at all, because honesty is your only principle. Now, old man Palm said that he would bring me water every morning and ask, "What stage are you on, son?" 3 weeks later, I answered, "On the 3rd, Father." And he let me go. I was a changed man, but I lied about the 3rd stage. I was still stuck on the 2nd one.
Well, I guess that makes you a cheat. And I'm not going to play cards with you. Don't even ask.
The competition between us, maybe it was stupid, but...
It was only stupid when you won it.
I cheated, Jack. I won because Lily helped me, brought me a pile of papers with lots of leads, and somehow this one was stuck in with the other papers. Of course, I was going to phone it in right then and there, but then I thought, what will happen if I call? The feds will arrest you. But what then? Would that be the end of it? No, of course not. There'll be reporters, there'll be some kind of investigation, and everyone will be on the hook. Lily, the other cops, our ordinary townspeople, everyone. It's hard to imagine how this would hit our town. Jack, I'm sure you understand. Lily, he wanted me to take things over gradually, so we could work together for a few days and keep everything calm, right? But you could keep things even calmer. You can leave early in the morning. You can disappear, and no one else in Sharpwood will ever hear from you. It'll be like you were never here. Like you got off the bus, you took one breath of icy air, and you immediately decided you needed to get out of here. I mean, after all, who would hide from justice in a freezer? Don't be ashamed, Jack. Drink up. You haven't got through this yet. I have.
I need to talk to Liam Henderson. I know, but it's important. Yes, I'll hold.
Wow. That's a lot to kind of, take in there. I think I'm going to leave the episode there on a nice cliffhanger. I think I know what's going to be coming up in the next episode, but we'll see what happens. This is actually really good. I think this is one of the best indie games, honestly. This is the Police and this is the Police 2. This is a real step up from the first game. Yes, it can be hard at times. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it. That's because I'm an MLG Pro gamer. So leave your comments down below. Anything that you want to talk about and stuff. Yep, just comment down there. I'll probably respond to it. And as always, thanks so much for watching.